Welcome to HAERT. HAERT is an educational program designed to develop preventative mental wellness as well as social-emotional skills. The concept behind the HAERT program is similar to teaching people how to care for their teeth. Back in the early 1900s, very few people actually brushed their teeth because they didn't know it would prevent serious dental issues. Today, we take dental hygiene for granted because we have almost a century of dental wellness education behind us. We regularly brush, floss, and get our teeth cleaned, and we see a dental specialist when we have a problem. I'm one of those specialists that people see when they're struggling with mental health issues. I work at a hospital here in Silicon Valley with people of all ages, especially teenagers, teaching them how to recover from anxiety, depression, and substance dependency, and to thrive. In my time at the hospital, I've seen patient after patient benefit from the things that we teach. In fact, I've personally benefited from learning these skills and ways of thinking. So I started to wonder, why do we wait until it's an emergency, until people are in hospital before we teach these things? Why don't we do it earlier? HAERT stands for Happiness, Self-Awareness, and Emotional Resilience Training. Mental health professionals recognize that well-adjusted individuals have learned and consistently use mental wellness skills to cope with the challenges of life and to aid in preventing mental health issues. At the same time, the best corporate leaders leverage these skills to develop high-performing teams and inclusive cultures. The HAERT program draws on evidence-based interventions from behavioral health, neuroscience, and health psychology to teach you the habits, skills, and mindsets that are needed for a more fulfilling and successful life. What is mental wellness? Mental wellness is knowing your abilities, being able to cope with the inevitable stress of life, being able to work productively and contribute to your community, and being able to benefit from the chaos and challenge of life to improve how you respond in the future. Good mental wellness skills are effectively good social-emotional skills. The first step in social-emotional learning is developing self-awareness. That is, the awareness of your own emotions, thoughts, and values and how they affect your behavior. Once you can measure and monitor what's going on with you, then you can start to manage it. This is self-management, and it includes the ability to manage your emotions, thoughts, and behaviors, including your stress and your response to it. Mastering these foundational competencies has the added benefit of making us more resilient in navigating the rough waters of life and less likely to struggle with anxiety or depression. A foundation of self-awareness and self-management is critical to the more advanced skills of social awareness, or awareness of others, relationship skills, and responsible decision-making, because it's hard to truly be empathetic, compassionate, tolerant, and to communicate well if you're struggling with your own emotional challenges. Building mastery in these 5 competency areas is critical to our general well-being as well as our success in school, career, and life.